And now it's time for golf. And here at Barker Lake Golf Course, situated on beautiful Barker Lake, they have an amazing golf course and an illustrious history. I'm gonna go meet the owner, Sue, and find out more.
This golf course was built by a Chicago gangster, Joel Saltus. He was a beer baron. He had a brewery before Prohibition. When Prohibition started, he just continued to brew beer and created enough money to build this resort here and made a wonderful place for himself. Eventually, he decided to reside here and live a more quiet life.
So I understand Mr. Saltus wanted to kind of a Scottish-style links.
That's correct. You know, the push-up greens. We have the Chequamegon National Forest on one side, but it's fairly open.
If you really want to enjoy the woods, you've got the forest right there, but if you want to golf, there's not a lot in your way. Nothing hits the spot better after a round of golf than an ice-cold beer while taking in the stunning views of Barker Lake. Our next stop takes us to the Birkebeiner Trail, a wonderful all-season trail that stretches over 62 miles from Hayward to Cable. They maintain this trail all year round, so you can mountain bike on it, you can fat tire bike on it, you can walk it, hike it, however you want to do it. And in the wintertime, it's filled with cross-country skiers. The American Birkebeiner Ski Race is the largest cross-country ski marathon in North America. It draws thousands of visitors here to the area every February. But here in the summer, I have the trail all to myself right now to admire all the nature around me. And in the fall, when the colors turn, it's that much more beautiful. And you're one with nature. Man, Jim, walking through these gardens, it's so tranquil, so pretty. How many different varieties of plants do you have here?
Boy, that's a big number. I would say over 2,000 anyway. We have 6 houses. House 1, which we just walked by, that has vegetables and herbs. In here in the spring, there's all kinds of geraniums and dahlias, annuals. In the middle house, number 3, we have house plants and tropicals. We go over to house 4, a lot more annuals, hundreds of different varieties, petunias, begonias. We get over to house 5, we have perennials. Yeah, we got apple trees and fruit trees, pears, plums, cherries, and ornamental trees. You know, a lot of different varieties of ornamental trees.
What draws people from far and wide?
The atmosphere, the display gardens. And the other thing we put a lot of effort into is making sure that our staff are informed and that we do everything we can to inform our customers how to grow well.
We're here at the National Freshwater Fishing Hall of Fame, where there's plenty to see. So if you want to know who has the record for catching various types of fish, this is the place to come.
We are North America's freshwater fishing record keeper. We recognize over 125 different species, and we have about 3,000 entries in our book in both kept and catch and release, from the very largest in the species to all the various line class records. It really is the history and heritage of freshwater sport fishing on display. Hayward is synonymous with muskies and big muskies, and this is a 54-inch, 50-pound muskie caught right here in the state of Wisconsin.
Ah, here's the world record-sized muskie.
October 20th, 1949, out of Wisconsin's Chippewa Flowage.
So as we enjoy outdoor recreation here in Sawyer County, it helps to have somebody who knows the local rivers. And I have Max with me here. Hello, Max. Thanks for joining me today for this canoeing.
Yeah, looking forward to it.
So tell me about the Namakagan River. I've never canoed on it.
The Namakagan River is a National Scenic Riverway, which is a really cool designation. It means the shorelines are wild throughout almost the entire extent of the river. You know, it's not whitewater, but it's really beautiful. There's good fishing, there's good wildlife watching. You know, it's very scenic, of course. You know, spring is nice because you get tons of wildlife. You get all the waterfowl coming through and kind of everything's coming alive. Summer's great, especially if you want to dip your toes a little bit and splash around and get in the water a little bit. Obviously, you want to do it when it's warm. And then fall is just beautiful out here. But if you don't have your own boats, there's lots of outfitters in the area that'll be happy to help you. You know, they do rentals and they'll do the shuttles and drop off and stuff. And so all you have to worry about is show up and enjoy the day and paddle. So it's a great place to spend either a day, or you can set up a multi-day float trip because there's free campsites along the river. You can find some really great spots to spend the night and then continue on with your trip the next day. You can do the whole river. It's 103 miles. It'd take you about a week. I would definitely only recommend that for experienced people, and you got to plan your meals and everything. But you got 100 miles of riverway going right through Sawyer County.
From the beauty and privacy of Nelson Lake to all the adventures and attractions of Hayward, Sawyer County is the ideal year-round destination for those seeking an escape into the outdoors.